Obviously talking about this from what you've heard from other people, right? Like you personally have never overspent in your life, stay on top of
Oh,
everything, every dollar
no,
accounted for.
this is for friends. This is for friends. Now, as we jump in, it's so easy. Even if, throughout the whole year you feel like I got this, I'm good with my money, I can save all of those things. There's a lot more going on during sales and during this time. Most retailers, this is makes up maybe two-thirds of their revenue for the year, right?
So it's
So
kind of vital
there's a
that
lot
they
of
sync
pressure
those
on
sales and like hook our attention, right? But I imagine that there are
absolutely.
things going on and things at play that we don't actually understand, like the psychology behind it.
Absolutely, from colors to smells to lights, to the temperature. There's all kinds of things. Like retailers, they have a system. There is lots of research, lots of money going into how to get you to buy. And the problem is you don't have a system to keep you on track to what you want to do, right? You getting
Mm.
keeping the control in your hands, not the
We're
retailers.
like sheeps being led to the slaughter, basically.
Yeah, okay, so I didn't say it, but yes.
Well, if you're just
Look,
relying if you're just relying on your
mhm,
own willpower, I guess you're always going to come up short, right? So first, let's understand the
absolutely.
problem a little bit. Like, why do we overspend?
There's many types of overspending. So there's emotional spending, right? Where you're feeling down and then you go and spend, and it may not be in the budget. There's impulse buying, which is a huge strategy. Even like the aisles in the supermarket, right? We spend 20 to 30% more from impulse buying, and food is the number one, by the way, that we impulse buy, clothes, electronics, all kinds of things. And so the 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 issue is that we are not aware of it. We're just kind of going along. We are not intentionally having a strategy when we go shopping.
Okay, so that's the problem. What's the solution?
Well, the solution. So there are a couple things. I have a whole system that I use for buying on sale, but one of the number one thing I would say, if you say, what is the one thing that can change it all for me? It is what I call wish list shopping, or you could call it a no spend shop. Okay.
Ooh,
So
that's good
that's,
because I have a lot of
yeah.
wishes.
Mm.
That's right. So you just put in your mindset that I'm not going to buy, I'm just going to be gathering up a wish list, right? So after you decide what I call it a want list, this is what I want to buy, I go out shopping, but I do not spend a dollar. So if it's online, I'll add things to carts, right, at different stores, taking screenshots of where they are. If I go physically to a store when we're like sales, like Boxing Day sales and all those things, I go in and because usually it's not just one day, right? They extend it.
Mm.
Oh, it's extended, right? For several days, right? So go on an earlier day, just add up, what are you wanting? Add up whatever hits your emotion. Give your emotions what it wants. Oh, yes, I want this and that. Add it up to your cart. Take a photo and then pause for 24 hours, right? And ask yourself, do I really want this? Do I really need this? Is there something I already have? Give yourself that distance from your emotions to come back down from the all of the stimulation in the stores and then make a decision that you intentionally want.
I love this because I've actually tried something similar where I've gone into a shop and I've, let's say, tried on a dress and I've
Mm-hmm.
really liked the dress and I've
Mm-hmm.
gone, no, I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to go away and see how I feel like in a day's time, in a week's time. And if I'm still thinking about that dress,
Yeah.
like, several weeks down the track, I'm like, I probably should buy that thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for some things, you already know you want to buy it. Like I have with the dress shopping, if I do a little dance inside of the dressing room, I
Mm.
know, love this, I'm going to buy it. But it was already on my list, right? So
Mm.
you don't have to use it all the time. It's just when you know, like, hey, look, I'm really vulnerable here.
Yeah. And
I
I think
need a strategy.
And I think you also highlighted a really important point to keep in mind, the manufactured scarcity behind a lot of
Mm.
those purchasing decisions that we make. I know there was a report that came out very recently, and at the risk of getting myself in trouble, Noel Leeming is at the top of the pile for this, for these manufactured sales, where they're saying like, oh yeah, this thing's on sale, but it's kind of on sale for 9 months of the year. So it's not really a sale, and these wish lists kind of help make us immune to that must buy now kind of pressure.
Absolutely. And it also means you can leave something on your wish list for longer, knowing there are sales almost every other weekend. You
Mm.
know, they're going to come back up. Another holiday is going to come. Is it urgent to buy now? Probably not, right? It's okay if you spend $2 more when you know that you really need it or want it or you value it.
Yeah, that's so true. And also a hack too about going shopping when you're in a good state. Like, for example, how many impulse purchases are made at the supermarket checkout when you've gone shopping hungry because you're hungry and tired and grumpy and you need like an instant fix. So just kind of being aware that if you are going to go shopping and make some significant financial decisions for your family and your household, make sure you're in a calm, methodical state before you go.
Yeah, well fed.
Brilliant, Jackie. Well, look, we love getting these thoughts from you as well. And for people listening, it's more than just Christmas shopping advice you give. Tell us about the advice I can get from you via FutureBound.
Well, we teach a 3-step wealth building system. Really, it all starts with how to have control of your money, right? Using these systems in your day-to-day life that builds up disposable income by focusing on what you value, spending guilt-free on what you value, and using that disposable income to pay off your mortgage faster and invest in property and build wealth for the life that you want.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us as part of the Rhema whānau. We really appreciate your company. And if you'd like to check out more stories like that one, just click here.
In fact, our channel has a whole bunch just like this, stories that can encourage you and inspire you and make you more aware of what other people's lives are like in Aotearoa and around the world. So maybe you could subscribe right here.